a brave woman of faith, the story of Asiya, wife of Pharaoh. She was a brave woman who sacrificed her life for the sake of a reward far greater than anything in this world. She was the one who raised Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, and saved him from the cruelty and oppression of Pharaoh during his childhood. But when this woman received a reward from Allah, what did Pharaoh do to her? And what happened that led to her being recognized as one of the greatest women in history? Pharaoh had enslaved the Israelites and subjected them to unbearable cruelty. He was an extremely arrogant king who claimed to be the god and ruler of the people. No one had the courage to oppose him. When Allah decided to bring an end to Pharaoh's reign, the birth of Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, occurred in the land of Bani Israel. Upon hearing of his birth, Pharaoh ordered that every male child born to the Israelites be killed. In this moment of crisis and desperation, Musa's mother, helpless and heartbroken, placed her infant son in a box, sealed it tightly, and cast it into the river Nile. By Allah's will, the box floated gently down the river and was carried to a canal beneath Pharaoh's palace. Through Allah's power, the box came to the attention of Pharaoh's wife, Asiya. She ordered her servants to retrieve it. When they opened the box and she saw the child inside, it was as if a lightning bolt struck her heart. Love for this innocent child instantly took root within her. Asiya had no children of her own. Her maternal instincts were awakened, and she immediately adopted Musa, peace be upon him, as her son. The moment she touched the child, her heart was healed. By the will of Allah, Prophet Musa, peace be upon him, was raised in Pharaoh's palace, right under the nose of the very tyrant who sought to destroy him. Despite the luxury and privilege surrounding him, Musa, peace be upon him, always stood out from the other royal children. He disliked Pharaoh's arrogance, pride, and false claims of divinity. He always spoke about the oneness of Allah, something Pharaoh and his court could not tolerate. Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, was known for his tyranny. Asiya, however, came from a noble lineage. She was the granddaughter of King Rayyan ibn Walid, who had been a close associate of Prophet Joseph, peace be upon him. This king had shown kindness to Yusuf during his time in Egypt. When the ruling dynasty changed, Pharaoh used his power to marry Asiya. He even threatened to kill her parents if she refused. Despite the circumstances, Allah protected Asiya from Pharaoh's corruption. According to tradition, Pharaoh was rendered impotent by Allah's will, ensuring that Asiya remained untouched and safe from his evil intentions. As Musa, peace be upon him, grew older, Allah bestowed prophethood upon him. He was commanded to bring the message of Islam to Pharaoh's court. A great contest occurred between Pharaoh's magicians and Prophet Musa. When Musa's staff turned into a serpent and defeated the magicians, the truth of his message was made clear. Despite witnessing this miracle, Pharaoh remained stubborn in his pride and refused to accept the message. But Asiya saw the truth. The light of guidance entered her heart, and she embraced the faith of Musa, peace be upon him. As Queen of Egypt, Asiya had access to wealth and luxury, yet she was not consumed by pride. Instead, her heart was filled with compassion. She gave generously to the poor and became known as the Mother of the Poor. Although she secretly accepted Islam, she did not immediately declare her faith, fearing Pharaoh's wrath. She prayed to Allah for protection and asked to be delivered from Pharaoh's oppression and disbelief. Eventually, Pharaoh learned of Asiya's secret worship. He asked his servants, "Do you know anything about my wife's actions?" They praised her kindness and generosity, but Pharaoh revealed, "Do you not know that she believes in another god besides me?" Furious, Pharaoh summoned Asiya to his court and questioned her, "Who do you consider your lord?" With unwavering faith, Asiya replied, "I believe in the Lord of Musa, peace be upon him." Her bold declaration enraged Pharaoh. News quickly spread that the queen had rejected Pharaoh's falsehood and accepted the faith of Musa. Pharaoh first tried to reason with her, using threats and persuasion, But when he saw that her faith could not be shaken, he resorted to cruelty. He ordered that Asiya be laid out under the scorching desert sun. She was placed on the burning sand, and Pharaoh offered her comfort and luxury in exchange for denying Musa's message. But Asiya stood firm. She held on to the promise of a far greater reward, Jannah, the paradise Allah had promised her. When Pharaoh realized she would never renounce her faith, he ordered a final brutal punishment. A massive stone was to be placed on her chest, crushing her. As Asiya lay on the ground, she raised her gaze toward the sky. In that moment, Allah lifted the veil from her eyes, and she saw the palace that had been prepared for her in paradise. The stone was dropped. She passed away, becoming a martyr, her soul entering eternal peace. The greatness of Asiya is mentioned in several hadiths. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Many men reached the highest level of faith, but among women, only Asiya, the wife of Pharaoh, and Maryam, the mother of Isa, peace be upon them, attained it.